Hi, I'm Allie. As I promised, I'm making a video about how to go about, making a wig out of lace, which is a fairly complicated procedure, and I apologize in advance, but it has to be done. Anyway, you may or may not see my cats in this video. If you do, they are orange and white and adorable, named after Cardassians, because that's how cats really ought to be. I mean, we all know what cats are like. Anyway, okay, so the first step in making a lace wig really kind of takes two people, but Corey's at work and my mom's at work and I'm unemployed, whatever. So I'm going to do it all by myself, and, you can just imagine how much better it would be if someone else was doing it for you. So, anyway, do you need a lace wig? We're thinking 40 to 80 hours of work of just, simple knotting. So probably no, probably you really don't. Because really, I mean, most people aren't going to tell the difference. So, but if you're dedicated, whatever, if you like knitting, I like knitting, I pretend it's like knitting, you might as well give it a start. So, okay. It helps to be bald. If you're not bald, it's not a big problem. But trust me, it's a lot easier if you are, because you don't have to deal with the wig caps that most cosplayers know are frustrating because you have to tuck your hair up under them. The friction of having really short hair will help hold the wig onto your head, and because you're going to mold the wig like I'm about to show you, yeah, hear that sound? That's my cat. Anyway, if you mold the wig like I'm going to show you, it's going to fit right on your head, and it's really not going to slip unless someone grabs it and, does a Jerry Springer on you. Anyway, so here's the first hilarious step. Aren't you glad you have me to talk you through this? What we have here is some saran wrap. I mean, normally I'd use dollar store saran wrap, but this happened to be in my apartment. Most people will put a layer of paper towel between the saran wrap and their head, which is logical, but since I'm doing this to myself, I'd rather not risk the slippage. Rip. Okay, so, like I said, the first step is making a good mold of the shape of your skull. Later, you're going to put this onto a, go away cat, onto a sawdust-based frame, but for now, you don't have to worry about that. So, let's get some saran wrap around my head. How are we gonna do this? Use as much saran wrap as you need, dudes. I mean, you can never have too much saran wrap. And since this is the first step, it's especially important. Some more. You're going to want to have your entire head quite solidly covered. You're not going to want this thing to move at all. You're not going to want a millimeter of your head to go uncovered by this fantastic invention of extremely thinned petroleum. So, let me see. Do I have everything? If you think you have everything, you probably don't. Just stick some more on for good measure. What am I missing? Maybe back here. If you're going to be a snob, you can call this wig foil or wig wrap or some crap like that. That's what they taught me to say, but no, it's totes saran wrap. Don't listen to any of that crap. Okay, one more sheet. We're ready for the next step. You're going to want this to be very firmly affixed to your head because this is going to become the base of the mold. If you happen to have long hair, because you're not awesome and bald like I am, because I mean, I know I'm pretty awesome, but anyway, you're going to want to have your hair perhaps braided in cornrows or put up in a very specific way under a wig cap in which your hair will always be put under that wig cap because like I said, we're molding to what your head is going to be shaped like. That's, it's crazy ass horns. That's, like I said, why it was so important. Okay, no one really gives a shit what you look like. I mean, whatever. If you had someone helping you, might be a little, you might not have this kind of crap going, but hey, that's why the thing sticks to itself. So the next step, I bought 7 rolls of this and happened to lose 6. So we're gonna, you know, play Let's Pretend, and then next time I videotape one of these segments, we're going to start over again. So this is Scotch tape, dudes. Well, technically this is Caliber tape, which is what my local dollar store sells. Your goal right now is to have the plastic you just affixed to your skull pinned entirely to your skull. Most people do this in 2 strips backwards, like you're making a mohawk. Right sticky side, wrong sticky side. Ah! Wow, I really know how to make these videos, don't I, dudes? Then there's going to be some taping along the sides. If you know me, you may know my ears are gauged out to about 3/4 of an inch. If that happens to be the case for you, take the friggin' earrings out. Trust me, it's better than dealing with them. In fact, even if you have normal earrings, just don't worry about it. So, wow, this is a lot harder when I'm watching it on a computer screen. Okay, so do you guys get the gist of what I'm doing? What I'm doing is entirely coating my head in Scotch tape. And yes, this is fairly odd. And once you think you're done, no, you're about 2 rolls into being done. You're about maybe 1/6 of the way into being done. I'm making a major mistake here in this for the sake of time by using clear cellophane tape. That is not what a person wants to use for reasons I will show you later, but like I said, I was impatient. This is what I had. So by the time you're done this, you should feel like you're wearing a helmet. Like a hardcore helmet. You should feel like you're ready to go out and fight some friggin' Greeks. Just keep going at it. I will update this video again when I've located my tape and you know, when I'm ready to show you guys the next step. It works well to attach it in strips. Like I said, it works a lot better if you have someone doing it for you because you're really trying to capture the, you know, bump, shape, twist, blah of your head because that's what's going to hold the wig onto your head. like in strong wind, in whatever, you're probably not going to have to do anything. Lace wigs are so friggin' awesome. You can put your hair in like a high ponytail and no one will care. You can be like, I'm from the 80s and have like 2 pigtails going and no one will notice. That's how great these things are, which is why they take so long to make. Anyway, this isn't a how-to because, I mean, really, it's friggin' complicated. And if you want to learn how to, I'm going to recommend some people to you. There's this chick, her name is Marquetta Breslin. This is not the DVD I'm looking for, but she does a fantastic series on how to make lace wigs. I took a seminar from her, and yeah, she's amazing. I would do it again. And once in a while, she has open box sales where things are like half price. Secondly, and this one doesn't show you the best way to make the skull cap thing that I'm making. Of course, not that I'm really doing such a great job, but where did my book go? Aha! This is my favorite. It's called, obviously, Wig Making Styling. You can buy it on Amazon. It costs way too much money, but trust me, it will help. It will teach you everything you need to know. It goes into great detail about the tools that we're going to be using, which I'll, show you dudes, but it's a YouTube video, so how much, detail are you really going to see in this stuff? And yeah, basically how to make mustaches, Santa beards, all that crap. But hey, all I'm working on is a wig, so I can, not look like Jack from Mass Effect when I'm teaching in Korea. Anyway, try this book. Try Marquetta Breslin's program. I wouldn't bother buying the DVDs. I'd just travel to wherever she's teaching and do her thing because she gives you the DVDs and it's only like $300 more. Plus you get all the, extra supplies that I'm going to tell you about the supreme importance of. Wow, you see, look, I even blab like on friggin' camera. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to tape my head some more. I'm going to wait for someone to come home and, help me do it with tape that is not reflective. The reason that tape is not, that non-reflective tape is good is because the next step is going to be outlining your hairline in Sharpie marker. And this kind of stuff is not going to hold Sharpie marker. One of the main problems with lace wigs, which if you go into a wig store you'll see for sale for around $400 or $500, they're, made from hair that's purchased in India. Long, complicated story. If anyone cares, I'll tell you where it comes from. But basically, it's made according to a very strict procedure, and you will see a straight line across here like no friggin' person has. One of the good things about making your own wig is that you can, capture the subtlety of your hairline, of your sideburns, of the back of your neck. So, okay, yeah. That's that. My next video is going to be about drawing on the hairline and then attaching this fantastic cap, which at the time will probably protect me from at least a wiffle ball bat, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Attaching that thing to the sawdust frame you're going to be using for ventilating. Alright, the end. Okay, I'm not going to take this off because I'm going to finish, hopefully. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.